The world was stunned by a breaking headline. Israeli forces rescue Filipino hostages in a daring, high-stakes raid that unfolded under the cover of darkness. Newsrooms buzzed with urgency as the story broke, and people everywhere paused to take in the gravity of the moment. The details were scarce, but the message was unmistakable. In a moment of crisis, a hidden connection between two distant nations was thrust into the global spotlight, leaving many to wonder about the deeper story behind this extraordinary act. This wasn't just a military operation, it was the latest chapter in a story of courage, compassion, and a promise kept. The world watched as families were reunited, tears of relief and gratitude flowing freely. The world asked, why would Israel go to such lengths for another nation? The answer lay in a bond forged decades ago, far from the glare of global politics, rooted in acts of kindness that history had almost forgotten. For many, the link between Israel and the Philippines seemed improbable. Two countries, worlds apart, yet bound by history, shared values, and a sense of mutual respect that has endured through generations. This dramatic rescue was not the beginning, but a powerful reminder of a friendship built on shared values and a debt of gratitude. It was a testament to the enduring power of memory and the promises nations make and keep to one another. Some relationships are built on treaties. This one is built on memory, loyalty, and a deep sense of obligation. In a world often divided by differences, this story stands as a beacon of hope, showing what's possible when nations remember the past and honor it with action. The Israel-Philippines friendship is one of history's most surprising and enduring alliances, quietly weaving its way through decades of global change. On the surface, these two nations seem worlds apart. One a vibrant Jewish state in the heart of the Middle East, the other a sprawling Catholic archipelago in the Pacific, separated by thousands of miles and distinct cultures. Yet, beneath these differences lies a powerful current of shared history, mutual admiration, and a deep respect that has quietly grown stronger over time. This is not a relationship built on grand summits or dramatic headlines, but on quiet, steady support and acts of kindness that often go unnoticed by the world. It began before Israel even existed, during a dark chapter in history, when the world was closing its doors to Jews desperately fleeing Nazi persecution and violence. The Philippines, itself on the path to independence and facing its own challenges, made a courageous choice that would forever link its destiny to the Jewish people and the future state of Israel. That decision, rooted in moral courage and a sense of shared humanity, laid the cornerstone for an alliance that has endured for generations and inspired countless acts of goodwill. Through political changes, wars, and global upheaval, their bond has remained constant, weathering the storms of history and adapting to new challenges. This is the hidden story of two nations, united by courage, compassion, and a shared commitment to helping others. A friendship that continues to shape lives and inspire hope today. In the late 1930s, as the world turned its back on Jewish refugees fleeing persecution, one leader stood apart, Manuel L. Quezon, president of the Commonwealth of the Philippines. At a time when hope was scarce and doors were closing everywhere, Quezon's vision shone as a rare beacon of compassion and courage. While powerful nations closed their borders and refused entry to desperate families, Quezon saw a moral imperative that transcended politics and national interests. He offered sanctuary to thousands of Jews fleeing Nazi Germany, a bold, deeply personal mission that risked political backlash and strained the country's limited resources. Despite opposition from some officials and the challenges of a developing nation, Quezon was resolute. He declared that the Philippines would be proud to have extended a hand in a time of need, believing that compassion was a duty, not just a choice. He lobbied U.S. officials for support, offered his own land for housing the refugees, and saw the Jewish plight as a human catastrophe demanding urgent compassion and action. Between 1937 and 1941, over 1,000 Jewish refugees, later called Manilaners, found safe haven in the Philippines, rebuilding their lives far from the horrors of Europe. This act of courage and generosity became the foundation of the enduring Israel-Philippines relationship, forging a bond that would last for decades. Quezon's decision was a statement to the world. A nation's greatness is measured not by its wealth or power, but by its humanity and willingness to help those in need. This singular act created a debt of gratitude that Israel would never forget, and it is honored to this day in both countries. It was a gesture of kindness and bravery that would echo through generations, inspiring future acts of compassion and reminding us all of the power of moral leadership. The memory of Quezon's open doors policy was still fresh when in 1947, the United Nations debated the creation of Israel. The vote was close, every ballot critical. The Philippines, newly independent, faced immense pressure but chose to stand with the Jewish people. On November 29, 1947, it became the only Asian nation to vote yes for Israel's creation. This was not a decision made lightly. It was a continuation of the moral stance taken a decade earlier. The Philippine vote was pivotal, helping secure the two-thirds majority needed. It was a public declaration that the friendship forged during the Holocaust was not forgotten. For Israel, this was more than politics. It was a crucial affirmation from a distant friend. This act cemented an unbreakable bond between the two nations. The Philippines had proven its loyalty when it mattered most. The early acts of compassion and support from the Philippines became the living foundation of an enduring bond. This relationship was never just about diplomacy, it was built on genuine warmth and gratitude. Israelis speak of the Philippines with historical appreciation, and the two countries consistently support each other on the world stage. The stories of the Maniliners are taught in Israel, ensuring new generations remember why the Philippines holds a special place in their history. In times of hardship, Israel has reciprocated, offering aid to the Philippines after disasters and crises. This cycle of goodwill has created deep trust, allowing for cooperation in sensitive areas like defense and intelligence. The bond feels more like family than politics, rooted in compassion and courage. The seeds of friendship planted by Quezon have blossomed into a multifaceted partnership. It's proof that moral choices can shape resilient, lasting alliances. Today, the Israel-Philippines friendship is a dynamic partnership built on decades of trust. Defense and security cooperation is robust. Israel helps modernize the Philippine military, sharing technology and intelligence. Economic ties are strong, with Israeli innovation boosting Philippine agriculture, water management, and cybersecurity. Israeli companies invest in the Philippines, bringing solutions to pressing challenges. Tourism and cultural exchange flourish, with thousands of Filipinos visiting Israel and Israelis discovering the Philippines. These people-to-people exchanges transform history into a living relationship. The trust enabling this partnership was earned through acts of moral courage long ago. Today, it's a comprehensive alliance benefiting both nations in tangible ways. The Israel-Philippines friendship thrives in the lives of ordinary people. Tens of thousands of Filipino caregivers work in Israel, providing compassionate care and becoming part of Israeli families. Unlike elsewhere, Filipino workers in Israel are protected by law and widely appreciated. Their presence is a living bridge, embodying the kindness the Philippines once showed to Jews in need. Remittances support families back home, while positive stories reinforce goodwill between the nations. These personal bonds are more powerful than any diplomatic statement. Just as the Philippines opened its doors to Jews, Israeli families now open their homes to Filipinos. This daily reaffirmation is the beating heart of a truly special friendship. What sets the Israel-Philippines relationship apart is its foundation of mutual respect. Israel honors the Philippines for its moral courage during the Holocaust, a respect that shapes policy even today. Filipinos admire Israel's resilience, innovation, and spirit, seeing parallels with their own struggles for sovereignty. This mutual respect fosters unique trust, enabling open dialogue and seamless cooperation in sensitive areas. Their partnership is not based on convenience but on proven friendship. The trust between them is the currency of their relationship, earned over 80 years. Ultimately, it's about remembering your friends. Israel has never forgotten the hand extended in its darkest hour. The Philippines continues to stand with Israel, recognizing the importance of that friendship. This quiet understanding makes their alliance truly exceptional. In a world defined by conflict and rivalry, the Israel-Philippines bond stands out as a beacon of enduring friendship. It's a partnership forged in history, sustained by loyalty, and rooted in shared values. The story of Quezon's open doors policy and the pivotal UN vote are not just history, they're cherished myths that unite both nations. This emotional connection gives the alliance resilience that outlasts mere strategic interests. The relationship proves that compassion in foreign policy can yield immense strength. A single act of kindness created a friendship that has paid dividends for decades. The hidden friendship between Israel and the Philippines is a testament to the lasting power of courage and loyalty. It's a story written in the heart of history, revealed to the world through a dramatic headline, and lived every day by two grateful nations.